Okay, mic on. Bear with me, folks. I have a little shit to do for a second. Hold on. Normally I have this hidden by my game screen, but we're not going to be on the game screen today, so you get to see that. Alright. Okay, so here you see my desktop. Messy, huh? Alright, let's see. Here is what we're working with, folks. Alright, Alright, so there's a mod pack. Oh, two mods called. One's called Valmar's Starter Class System V1.0. The Starter Class System, as it currently stands, gives you the option to get a package when you start the game, and in that package it'll have items pertaining to a class that you've chosen. So like if you're a miner, you get a miner's helmet and light, and if you're like I don't know, if you're a thief, then you'll more than likely get a bow. I don't remember what everything does, so but I'm gonna learn because I have to go through every fucking one of them. Well, that's all well and nice, but aside from the starter package of shit that it gives you a little itty bitty quest at the end, and it's something random, tells you to get a whole bunch of crap, and then gives you some crap in return. It's not. It's just like it is a good attempt, and it lays out a good groundwork. So I like that. So I'm going to use a lot of his code. I've already edited it before, and I use it on the DeGaf servers. I use the Valmer class system. I use both of these mods. It's just that I've seen something better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Valmer's starter class system. That is going to be like the mod, right? And White River TOC, I'm just going to be kind of like an add-on. I'm really want to pitch it over to the White River TOC people and just say, hey, listen, this is what I did. Is I made an add-on to your mod pack. It doesn't require changing anything of their mod. Nothing has to be changed from their mod. All I have to do is make additional quests, quote unquote, that use their engine, which is perfectly fine. I mean, it's a mod to a mod. And it'll be being employed by the Valmer starting class system, because what's going to happen is now, the way I'm building this, it won't be his starting class system anymore. It really won't. But I'll give him credit. I'll definitely give them credit because I'm going to use the structure. I'm going to use the structure. I might even use the no, I'm not going to use the resource. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, I might use the resources. So I mean, I don't know how that's going to go. We'll figure that out later on. But regardless of the situation, I'm really stoned, by the way. What I am going to do is you're going to start out and you're going to have basically what you're going to get when you start the game. Now, once I'm done with what I'm working on, is you're going to start the game. You're going to end up with 2 pieces of paper in your belt, right? One of those pieces of paper is going to be, hold on a second, let me think. I have to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. Oh, I am stoned. Alright. Actually, no. Let me look at what's going on here with the loot. It isn't loot, is it? It is loot. Alright. So this is what the classes start with. If you pick the class, when you start the game right now, you'll start and you'll get a key and what is it? A key and a note, right? And then the note lets you turn it into the choice, whatever choice that you choose, whatever class, and then you use that to place down a suitcase, and then you use the key to unlock the suitcase, and then the suitcase gives you. That sounds like a whole lot of bullshit that doesn't need to be done. What I'm going to do is you're going to start out, you're going to have 2 pieces of paper. One piece of paper is going to give you the TOC, let me go back over to those people there. One of those pieces of paper is going to give you the White River TOC, their starter paper, the whole Path to Citizen chain system. That's going to be given to you, and then another piece of paper that's going to be given to you is going to be your class choice paper. At that class choice paper, it's going to give you the opportunity to choose to be one of the classes here in the class system, like this does. Only it's not going to outfit you with a bunch of shit. Instead, it's going to outfit you with some basic shit that you're going to need. Then it's going to go into the quest. Like, alright, okay, I'm most normally starting with a minor player, right, is what I normally play. So it's easy for me to explain what I'd be giving to the player. I've already come to the idea that the first quest is going to be for you to drop your claim. And for dropping your claim, you'll get a pickaxe. So you're sure it's not going to start with a pickaxe. And then I've got another quest here down the lines where you get your, to go out and gather materials. You get 6,000 iron scrap and 6,000 clay. And my cat is singing. What is wrong, kitty? You get a reward of 10 skill books. In essence, you're getting the capability to definitely make a forge. See what I'm saying? So instead of having, you'll get your shit ahead of time that you need. You'll get everything you need faster, but you're going to have quests to go get it. I don't, you know what, I can't work on this right now. I'm really stoned. The cat is having a symphony going on over there. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. What's going on, Sylvia? What's the matter? Alright. Anyway, let's work on this. Alright, so what I need to do currently, this is what the localization system looks like for one mod, this Chains Revolver, right? I'm using it as my current blueprint. Just so I know what the names of these things are, like, okay, the very top, here is the pattern. Up top, this is the layout, what every comma is, so every placeholder. When you come down here, like key is quest TOC dash name, right? That's the first one, key. Then comma, then quest, which is file. Quest info is type. You see how it goes all the way across, and then you have all the different languages. But you see a whole bunch of blank commas, because I'm not going to go with that fucking bullshit. Sorry, but not sorry. Alright? So I trimmed all that down. Wrote all this so I'd get a nice layout and see what all of this says over here. All this is this. By trimming out all the shit. Right? Now, using these things as a blueprint, I see how to go a whole quest start to finish. Well, this quest start to finish. But as I went to reading it, I've now come to an idea that I have to go a little further. It's really, really, really complicated. Okay, so here's my localization. What I've been doing is I've been taking the lines from this one, and I should be keeping track of where I am because this is going to get me fucked. Alright, so dash offer, question word talk, dash offer, question word, I believe that's where we are. That looks right. Yeah, that looks right. Alright, so I've been copying these. Like, alright, we're going to change it to shears next. Can I turn that off? Yeah. Alright. I'm going to move it over here. Don't pay any attention to this down here. Alright, so first one we added here is please help your community receive anything. So this is quest info. This is telling you basic info, what would happen if you decided to do this quest. This one I'm going to say I'm going to say this because it just makes it a lot easier. I want to copy and paste a lot of this shit. I really don't want to have to type constantly. Repetitiveness really bothers me too, so, you know. I use different words when I'm talking intentionally. I can't use the same word over and over, so I can't write the same line over and over. It's just not something I've ever been comfortable with. I can't. I like to change my adjectives. I don't like saying the same thing twice. It upsets me. Alright, so learn to trade editors. Alright. And this is what I gotta do all the way through. But then that's not only what I gotta do. I also have to do here, and I should do this up here now, before I get too far, is see where it says quest toc-name, right? Man, I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I've got to change all of these. Like these key names are going to be different. I have to write my own quests. This is data configs quest system. Here's something that I guess you're supposed to use. I found that it's definitely a good resource. Is if I go to C program files, Steam, apps, common, 7 days that data. If you come into the data, you can go into the configs here, and they have all these same files, because basically all these mod files, quote unquote, I know I'm like most of you understand what I'm talking about, and I seem slow while I'm stoned. Um, these files that are inside the mods, all the files ever say is, if you look at the top of them, let's get to one of them, like here. It says append XPath, append, it's always append, it's adding to, which is adding to these. So they all reference these. So I can reference these in them. See what I'm saying? So I can go into the quests of that you would normally go to the quest. You go up to the trader, and trader's like you're on tier 1 or whatever, and the trader gives you like 4 or 5 quests he has available to you. So you pick one of them, and you go out and you do your quest, you turn it in, you get your treasure, and you tier up, right? I can go in there and take quests at willy-nilly and give them to the player and not have the trader be the one that gives you the quest. In fact, I can shut the trader's quest giving capability off entirely, which I plan to do, and make it so that you have to find these quests in the world as treasure. And when you find them, they will generate new quests if you complete them. If you just throw them away, then you don't get the quest, you don't get the treasure, you don't get the new quest after that. Then later on down the line, when you really wish you had some of that kind of treasure and you've thrown all your quests away, don't go bitching that you never found a quest. However, it keeps you from farming them as fast as most. I know people, I have people that I play with that's all they do from dawn till dusk, and they may not go back to that base for several days. They'll just go out and farm quest after quest after quest after quest after quest. They don't even loot most of the shit that they quest. They just go to get the quest done so that they can advance up the tier list so that they can get the better shit. I don't, it's not playing the game. So here I'm going to make you work for it. It's not even going to tell you where your first trader is. You're going to have to find that motherfucker. I might throw in some quest papers that's all it does, is it tips you to where the quest, like it's not actually a quest. You're open to read the quest, and it just bing ding shows you where the closest trader is to you. Because that's how the notes work anyway. I mean, if I say, hey, tell it to give a T5 infestation quest, it's going to give you the closest infestation quest first. It's going to give me a list. I can tell it to take from such and such a range. It's cool, but it's also a lot of work. And I'm also a lot more stoned than I thought it was going to be, and I don't feel like doing it right now. So here's the question that I have. Aside from all that other work that I have to do, the localization file, because I have to follow this key structure up top, right? And then there's, as you can see, there's going to be data that I use over and over again. It's the same fucking thing, right? And because I have to go by a whole structure to make a quest, so like this is all stuff pertaining to one quest, and this is not even done. This whole localization file, this whole thing is all the information down to the 1/100, the experience points. This is all stuff that has to do with the quest. And in order for me to duplicate that, I have to have it. Like, okay, so this stuff where it's a crafted item, and item TOC desk book name. This stuff I don't really need because I'm not going to use it anyway. It's good for reference. It's good for information. My quest command line doesn't have to be this big, but I have to make a quest line for each one of. So I have to make not just a quest, but a quest line for each one of the different classes. And as I showed before, where was it? Was it loot? Yeah. You've got several classes that I want to get covered. You know, the hunter class, builder class, rifleman class. I could have a quest chain for all of them. And once that's all put together and released, what somebody's going to be able to do when they start the game is they're going to have those two pieces of paper. One piece of paper is going to open up and be this class system where it says, alright, hey, pick your class, and we're going to kit you out with some basic gear to get you going. I will give, I was going to, you know, I'm on the fence of what kind of gear I'm going to give you. I'm thinking I don't like giving you a full set of first gear. I can run like 60 levels on all tier 1 gear. No problem. Not even sweat it out. Not even think about it. As a miner, anyway. You know, I don't even consider it. Ooh, I found a new piece of armor. I'll put it on. But other than that, I don't care. That's why I'm thinking I want to start everybody with the primitive gear. Why should you start off with the good gear? I think everybody's going to get primitive gear to start. In fact, I know I am. Everybody's going to get primitive gear to start. And as far as weapons go, they'll get primitive gear to start. Like, okay, so like here, okay, like the hunter class gets a rifle, pipe rifle. Yeah, okay. And get some food and, you know, yeah. All the normal stuff this thing starts with sounds good. It sounds good, it sounds good, it sounds good. The miner class is not going to start with a tier 2 pump shotgun. That's just ridiculous. I love it, but it's ridiculous. And the miner baseball bat either. And well, you know, because I'm going to keep all of this. I'm going to have to make it an altered version of the. I'm going to give them credit somehow, but I don't know how I'm going to release it. If I release it, it might just be on my servers. I don't know. I really don't. I don't want to think about it right now. So, but you see, at the end of it, maybe it's not this one, but you have all your classes. Anyway, I'll do this later. All for now. Sorry about